Well, hello, Cancer, and thank you for joining my astrological monthly forecast for September of 2014. I am going to get into just a few things that are happening for you this month, just to give you a heads up, to give you kind of the rules to the road, way to really navigate through this month. Being a Cancer, you're a water sign. So a lot of times, you can get caught into the heavy emotional currents going on, and it's hard to really know where to focus that. So first of all, as we speak right now, we've got the new moon in Virgo, planting seeds in your third house. Your third house is that house of communication, siblings, relationships, here and there, your community, your neighborhood, your local Starbucks. How are you communicating? The new moon wants you to plant more seeds into your social network, wants you to get out there more, wants you to take advantage of the fact that you've got the sun highlighting this area. So your mind's going to be super sharp. Your mind's going to be super sharp, and you're going to have just a tap on what's going on. So really pay attention, and really pay attention to the details of what you're saying, and be thoughtful about it, because everything has an order. And with so much Mercury in the air right now, we've got the sun, the moon, and Mercury in Virgo right now, all lighting up this third house on your communication. So this is a really important time for you to really think about things. How do you want them to play out? Build a structure that can last. Don't get caught up in just running around after the emotional bliss. Think about, what am I saying and how is it going to play out in the long haul? Okay, so that's a few things to think about there. You've got Saturn and Mars, as we speak, are conjunct in Scorpio. This only happens once every 29 years, this specific conjunction in Scorpio. And Scorpio is, just the truth seeker. Let's face it, you cannot lie to a Scorpio. It's not going to happen, And so in your fifth house, that's your house. It's entertainment, it's children, it's romance, it's your expression to the world. And you've kind of been hiding out. You've kind of been holding back. You've been hiding out all that you want to be. You're not quite ready to put it all out there. You're still doing your detective work, and you're still looking at the reality. What part am I going to play in this picture? And so for a lot of you Cancers, you're kind of hiding out, and you've been kind of feeling like, wow, is there a place for me? And can I be all that I'm created to be? Can I be my authentic self? I think Cancers get a bad rap because, you watch all the videos and everybody, oh, poor Cancers. Let me tell you right now, okay, Cancer is one of the strongest signs. When you talk about, strong, intuitive people that know what's going on and have a passion, you just try to move one of those Cancer women, Italian women, out of the kitchen when they're running their kitchen for their family. You try to move one. You try to take something away from them. You try to take their child away from them or something that they love. You try it. You see what happens. Because although they lay back and they kind of go with the flow, they've got it. And so you guys need to pull that up. And you need to really look at how powerful you are. We've just been through a Jupiter and Cancer transit last year. You guys should be ready, just revving your engines. Now we've got Jupiter in Leo for the whole year, focused on your second house of daily money. So can you see the themes going on right here? Get out and start networking. Get out and start communicating. That energy, that powerful energy, look at how you're expressing yourself to the world. There's been a lot of energy there, but as we move into the end of this Scorpio transit of Saturn and Mars, which will only last until about the 13th of September, and then it's going to Mars will move into your sixth house of Sagittarius, okay? So now your sixth house, which is your daily routines, with Mars and Sagittarius, you might start seeing some travel. You might get in some opportunities to get out there. So the next few weeks, you're setting the pace. You're opening the doors. You're knocking on doors. You're seeing what's going on. You're putting yourself out there. You're no longer, sitting in the background. wondering why it's happening for everybody else and not you. It can happen for you right now. You know, you've got to claim it. Everybody has to claim it. You've got to claim your own personal mission, goal, purpose in this world, in this life. You were created to do something special. Let's take a look at your ninth house right now. The full moon, September 8th, is going to illuminate your ninth house. Oh my gosh, of spirituality, of philosophies, of, again, travel. There's kind of a lot of travel around you right now. A lot of open doors or foreign connections. You know, even through the internet, we can travel through the internet. You know, maybe we don't necessarily have to get on a plane to travel. So you're opening yourself up to other places, across the ocean, across the seas, more opportunities. Let me see. You know, this is a house of spirituality. So, like, I'm really telling everybody right now, sit under this full moon this month. It's a super moon. My favorite full moon, the moon in Pisces. I have the moon in Pisces. So this is my favorite moon of the year because this is the moon where dreams can come true and the messages can come down. And we can suddenly embrace the authenticity of who we are. We can get a glimmer of it. We can get a glimmer of what that feels like, what that could be. And then we've got to spend the rest of the year working on making it happen. So you've got all kinds of things going on right now. You know, we still do have Uranus in Aries, Neptune in Pisces, and Pluto in Capricorn retrograde right now. These outer planets, slow-moving planets that are changing our collective. They're changing the atmosphere that we're all in. And so for a lot of us, we've lost our security of what we used to know. And I think for a lot of us, as much as we're talking about jumping out there and, you know, starting anew and, you know, taking on life and being all that we're supposed to be, the reality is we're writing the new script as we do it. There's territory we've never been in before. With your midheaven in Aries right now, your 10th house is in Aries. That's why don't underestimate the Cancer, because when you guys come out in your reputation, in your career, you guys get stuff done. You guys are powerful. And so it comes out through that strong place. Although you are intuitive, you know, you also are protective of whatever is underneath you, whether it's your family, your work, your job, your country, whatever you decide is of most value to you. So these retrograde planets right now are kind of having us all continue to really write the script. You know, for any story to come out, there's a time where people are sitting around a table, especially if they're working on a television show, a reality show, a movie. There's writers. Sitcom, there's writers. They sit around together and they brainstorm. And they bring their ideas together and they write this new story. And a lot of times you never know who those writers are. You know, who are they? Well, right now, with all of this stuff going on, we're still writing the script. And so my encouragement to all of you out there is, how do you want your story to be told? You're writing your story. You know, there are influences. Yes, there are themes. Yes, there are energies. But we have a beautiful thing called free will, where we can choose how we want to participate with these energies coming in. With integrity, with honesty, with the truth in who we are. A lot of us need to go back right now and make things right in areas of our life that we can. Some things we can't. Some things are just, you know, they have to sit there for a while, and they have to, you know, we have to set certain things aside. We don't always have control. But we don't need to be judgmental of others in that process, because we're all in this process, and each month we go through a new rebirth. That's why I like to follow the moon. So this moon is about healing. This moon is about bringing in spiritual connection for you, Cancer. You've got a lot going on. You've got a lot going on, but it's time for you to take your place. It's time for you to come out. It's time for you to say, you know what? I'm not going to sit back and wonder why it's happening for everybody else. It's going to happen for me too. And be all that you are. Show us how it's done. that like only you can do. So this is going to be a powerful moon for you. Your sign is ruled by the moon, so you get that double influence. So I just want to wish you a great September. If you guys want to know any more about my services, you can go to cowgirlastrologer.com. I just started astrology classes. I am booked up for the next 4 weeks, but I'm doing private astrology classes where I help take you through your own natal chart and relationship charts and family trees and transits. And so you'll have the basic information, even if it's just a tool for yourself. So if you want to find out more information or get into my next class, then you can email me, and that way I can send you a note when those open up. And like I said, if you want to book a reading, I have those available too. So take care and have an awesome September.